would you like to introduce our very special guest, please?
Absolutely. We are honored, proud, and very excited to have His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, right here with us.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
And thank you for welcoming me.
You're most welcome. You're welcome to come anytime. It's the only time we can get Noor out of bed in the morning. So
I gotta say, the only guest I would wake up for.
That is very kind, and it is appreciated. And I would like to say that I'd like to congratulate you on your wonderful listeners on this fantastic new studio. I hope you're enjoying it.
We are, and we know that you're a big fan of the radio station. Probably not when Noor and I are on, but we know that you're hugely supportive of the radio station.
Absolutely.
And I just want to say, from all of us, we're incredibly grateful for that.
You're very welcome.
We have, I think it's fair to say, world-class facilities here in our brand new digital studio. Scott eats potato chips and leaves crumbs everywhere.
Yeah.
But not today.
Not today. Now, I must say, I'm very impressed. It's spick and span. Everything looks great.
We had to vacuum up just before you came, Your Highness.
I really am most service.
Can we pass a law today to, maybe just a big fine for Scott every time he... No. Okay, all right.
Fine, we tried.
We can't do everything, Noor. It's nice to have you here. This is the first... I think Radio Bahrain, and you will probably know the answer to this, Your Highness, is the oldest English language radio station in the Gulf.
I believe so, yes.
One of many firsts for Bahrain. First place to find oil.
Yeah,
first airline.
First place to educate boys and girls.
Yeah, absolutely. Women's rights, the first in the Gulf, women working in places.
First woman judge, first woman ambassador, first woman head of the UN National Assembly. So,
okay. All right.
We can keep going.
We can keep going. Noor, are you following this? You're the first female host of the Big Drive Home.
I know. I couldn't be more proud.
So there's a couple of questions that we want to ask you. We make a big thing on the show of Noor being from Generation Z or Zillennial or whatever it is they call them these days.
Yes.
Bahrain being a young place, I believe half the population is under the age of 33.
Yes.
This is where Scott and I feel pretty old now.
Yeah.
Things that Noor doesn't know. We discovered Knight Rider. She'd never heard of Knight Rider.
Never heard of it.
Mind blown by a talking car.
Sorry to disappoint.
So, you have a question for His Highness?
I do, yes. Your Highness, could you please tell us if you have a message to the younger generation?
Ooh, a message to the younger generation. Yes. I think from my experience, the world continues to change. Change is the only constant. Remain adaptable, remain curious, and don't settle for second best. Keep pushing yourself, keep pushing others around you to achieve the goals that shouldn't just remain dreams in your head. The worst thing is having a different reality when you're dreaming at home on what you could achieve, and then the cold hard reality of day hitting you in the face. Actually, both can, the day should look more like the night.
Yeah.
That's what I'd like to say. Keep going, keep believing, keep pushing. There will always be opportunities being opened up. We are working extremely hard to provide all the tools to you, to the people of Bahrain, to achieve all the goals that they set out to do, whether it be in the professional space, commercial space, educational space. And I can say from experience, because unlike Noor, I'm a little bit older.
I don't believe it.
I know quite how you feel.
Yeah, and I've seen it all change. And I'm very proud and I'm very happy that people today have far more opportunity than they did in the past. But speaking about this wonderful radio station, growing up listening to Radio Bahrain, it felt like a comforting friend all the time. And I remember the DJs, the older DJs, Bob McCready. I remember Tim Mann. I remember Gek Hopkins. All the legends.
Crazy Kev. Crazy Kev. We got him on the morning show.
You should get these guys to come in and do some, those who are still among us, of course. Get them to do like a little guest spot now.
Yeah, absolutely.
For us guys that are over 33. I do remember Knight Rider.
That's you and me, Scott. Okay, so talking about you saying don't take no for an answer, keep on pushing.
Absolutely.
Where do you see Bahrain in 10 or 15 years? I mean, we were the first here to do so many things but the countries might have more oil, more gas, but there's something about
and that's
Bahrain.
a good thing.
There's
That's
a spirit,
good thing.
right?
I think what we were able to do with our local population was outstanding, and we still to this day have a very organic feel. There is not a sense of frenzy or franticness about living in this country, and I think we need to protect that, but we need to grow. We don't want to be left behind. So where do we see Bahrain? I can't answer exactly because that needs a crystal ball, and I left that in the gypsy caravan. But I would say that the sectors we are focusing on, whether it happens to be in finance or in services or logistics or IT or tourism or industry, are all sectors where we can see growth and a better set of opportunities for the people of Bahrain and residents of Bahrain. But I also want to see this country, grow in size of population. I'd like to see diversity grow. And I'd like us to be connected more to the world. We shouldn't just be focused on being connected to the region. We should have global ambitions. So that's in a nutshell where we're going.
Where you see where we're going to be going from here.
Yeah.
And of course, we've got Aldana Amphitheatre now.
Yes.
We've got some enormous acts. And I heard a little whisper, one particular act that came here in the last year that you're a big fan of. I might just play in a moment.
Okay, well, I'm not going to answer.
It's not the Backstreet Boys.
No. But the worst thing for any person who may have, responsibility in the political sphere is to start telling people which bands they like. It's terrible. It's a caricature. Fans don't like it. I don't like it. No. I keep that very private.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, we'll keep that on the DL then.
There we go.
We will.
There we go.
It's been an honor to have you with us today, and please, we remain always at your service.
Thank you. And the service of the kingdom, all of you listeners out there, I wish you a wonderful day. This is a fantastic radio station. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you keep tuning in, and it's only going to get better from here. So thank you guys.
Okay, and you heard it from your Royal Highness there. We can't.
Right, we can't top that.
We can't top that.
Nope.
We'll leave it at this. Okay. Right. So let's relive some memories from the last year at Aldana Amphitheatre with Greta Van Fleet. Thank you so much, Your Royal Highness.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Thank you.